friend, and welcome back. My name is Hannah, and we're going to talk about one of my favorite brands today. So if you're curious about what I'm wearing on my face, what I mentioned in today's video, which will be on my face, or what I'm doing in other pockets of the internet, I always have links in the description box down below. And we're a little bit zoomed in because today's video is going to be a little bit of a first impression slash full face of a brand. Where do I start? So I was able to purchase the Nabla Angel Aura Primer. This came out on May 18th and today is Tuesday the 24th. It got to me so fast. I bought this off of the Nabla website. That's the only place it's available currently. It will trickle into Beauty Bay, I'm sure, and then eventually maybe to Ulta, depending on how popular this item is. But I don't know, I feel like it's kind of hard to do a video for a primer, and then I realized that I absolutely love Nabla and I could do a full face, and a lot of these items are items that I'm very familiar with and that I really love. And because I'm so familiar with these products that are already in my collection, I can kind of pinpoint what the primer is doing versus what the primer isn't doing. So let's talk about the primer. It is a Radiant Plumping Serum Primer. It makes your skin look so pretty, at least according to the models and the promo pictures that I've seen of this product. But what does the box say? Angel Aura is a face serum primer with a radiant finish that makes skin look more plumped and lifted with immediate and long-term results. So it already seems like primer serums are the trend of 2022, as well as like foundation balms. And I don't know if that's because like the Hydro Grip was so popular that like other brands were like, oh, we need to make something similar. Because what this Angel Aura primer kind of sounds like is similar to the NYX Plump Right Back primer that I've been in love with for so long and I've been using consistently on my channel, but with actual like skincare, because there is hyaluronic acid and rose flower extract and some other, you know, big long scientific ingredients, but it claims to make skin look firmer and more elastic, complexion looks smoother and radiant, skin is more hydrated. It says that it protects against like external agents. We'll see. But not only did the product on the models look super pretty, but the actual like ad campaign, like the colors that they used are super gorgeous. And like, I don't know if you guys can tell on the packaging, but it's printed on, but you know when you catch like light in the window and it makes like a rainbow when you get to the like right spot? I think Nabla is the best when it comes to like product design and like the packaging for that product. But this is what the primer looks like, and even in the bottle, I don't know if you can really catch it on camera, but it reminds me of the new Gifted primer from Claydos. Like, I can definitely see this pink hue, but I can also see this orange underneath. I have normal kind of like combination skin. I won't say that I have sensitive skin, but I can be more acne prone. And as you can see on my face, like I do have some like little marks. They don't really bother me. I mean, like these ones on my chin that are a bit larger do, but these like smaller little faint ones, not so much. So I put 2 drops in my hand, but I don't know if you can see, like it's really liquidy, but the way that it catches light is so pretty. And since it's like a serum, I'm gonna apply it the way that I would my skincare and just kind of pat it in. I don't know, I usually apply my primer with my fingers because I just feel like it helps establish my base. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I see people use a sponge and think like, oh my god, that's super smart, because then it's not all over your hands. But I feel like if I don't use the warmth of my fingers, like it won't really lock in the product. It sinks in fairly quickly. My skin definitely feels like oily is not the word I'm looking for, but I can definitely tell that there's something moisturizing on my face. And where the light is hitting my face in certain spots, I can kind of see some of my like normal usual pores, but that would happen even if you put highlighter all over your face. product claims that you can apply it to your whole face and wear it as is. I think if you applied it into certain spots, it would look really, really good. I don't know if I would feel comfortable enough going out with it completely over my face like this. But so far so good. Like it feels nice on the skin. Like I'm not feeling any sensations on my skin. But again, I do not have sensitive skin, just acne prone skin. And as I'm letting it set, it's really like sitting on the skin really well. It looks really pretty. It does feel a little bit tacky. I also love the Nabla skin tint. I think this too has like hyaluronic acid in it. It's supposed to be like a complexion product with skincare. I'm sure my skin on camera looks really pretty because the way that this light is catching my skin, it's gorgeous. But in person, it definitely looks like, you know, when you like put on a lot of sunscreen and so like you just have sunscreen kind of sitting on your skin. That's what it feels like. But it looks, not that it looks bad, like the light is catching all the small little textures in your skin, kind of like amplifying the texture in your skin, but you probably don't see that on camera. It's probably more of a blurring effect on camera. But let's go in with the Regeneration Concealer. I believe this too also has skincare in it. The only thing I don't really like about this particular concealer is the shade, and the shades I feel like are very limiting. Like I wish there was a shade just a bit lighter. The shade before this one is like not my undertone at all, so it wouldn't really work for me. I think my skin looks really good, not just in camera but also in person. As I'm letting the products kind of like sit and age on my face, the way that the light catches my face, like I don't see as much as that texture as I was seeing earlier. Like it's like really blurring into the skin, and I think that these products play really well together. So I'm going to go in with my NYX setting powder because that's just what I like to set my under eye with. But I do have the Nabla face powder. Before I set my face, I'm going to go in with the Nabla 2 Reasons Flush Terracotta. I like to use this shade kind of as like a, I don't know, like a bronze contour hybrid. It's a little bit deeper on me for me to comfortably use as like a blush on its own. But I apply it where I would normally apply my bronzer or contour. And it kind of just, I don't know, adds depth to my face in a way that I like. And see, it's like not super much like a contour or a bronze, but it's just a little bit something there. And then I'm going to go in with the Nabla Skin Glaze in Truth. This one is one of my favorite shades because it's like, you could use it as a highlight, but you can also use it as a blush. Another holy grail. I think this looks really nice. So what I'm going to do off camera is set my face, do my eyeshadow, and then I will be right back. So this is the final look. I went in with the Nabla lip liner in shade 2. I did go in with the Analog and the Berries Cutie palettes. I love the Cutie series. I think it's one of my favorite kind of eyeshadow formulas. It's a little bit different because like you kind of have to like pack and blend them together, but once you work them just right, they look so pretty. There is a duochrome shade called like Alchemy 2.0, I believe, in the Cuties palette. I kind of used it as a little bit of a highlight and as a lid topper, but it has this blue in there, and I thought pairing it with this blue eyeliner would be super pretty. But I'm going to set it with the Makeup Revolution Simpsons setting spray. This is actually pretty good. This is really nice. I forgot to mention that I also used the faux freckles from Nabla. I still don't really like the applicator, but then I don't know what applicator has ever applied my product like this nice. But I'm gonna zoom out and fix my hair, and I'll give you some of my final thoughts and opinions. So I think it's a great primer for first impressions. I'm kind of excited to use it with the different foundations because I think it's meant to work really well with the Nabla product. I'm having an Attack on Titan plot twist moment with a Nabla right now because I think that they're doing some really smart business moves. As I said before, Nabla hasn't really had too many new releases lately. They've just been kind of slowly introducing things in very small collections. But I think that they're really onto something. So Nabla had a really big boom with their skin glazing products, and then some of their eyeshadow palettes, and even their mascara. Like I know a lot of different influencers that had talked about them. A lot of people in my personal life who have found Nabla through some form of like internet exposure, whether it be on Instagram or on TikTok or on YouTube. And they got really popular, and then they started to just slowly release things. After using this primer, it's just kind of clicked what they're doing. I think they're taking their huge success and kind of investing that back into the company to release really great products. And so it makes me wonder if the brand is going to continue in that way, or if other people are going to be noticing this, because this is a really nice primer. Like, my skin feels really nice. It doesn't look super dewy. Like, the skin tint itself kind of has more of like a dewier finish as well. But again, it's not something that makes me feel super greasy and really gross. On camera and in person, it still has that same kind of blurring effect. It's definitely more blurring on camera than it is in person, but it isn't something that's drastically different. So I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. Did you have your eye on this product? Were you afraid that it was also going to be super dewy and greasy? So far, I'm really enjoying it, and I like the finish that it's given my skin. So I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. How do you feel about Nabla? And did you have your eye on this product? Or is Nabla one of those brands for you that you've kind of forgotten about, or you thought were just like a viral trend at the moment? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions, and if you've enjoyed hanging out with me today and talking about all things Nabla, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.